Okay, this is an update on my plasma table put together. I did a small program which is over here, and here I'll show you a bigger one of it. It's Bob's Weld Shop. I had to do it backwards in order for it to, when it cuts through, the good side would then be correct. So anyway, that's the G code for it. One of the things that I had a software problem was once it was done with the job, I wanted it to come back to 0. And what I didn't know, like I said, it's basically a software issue. I use SheetCam, and in SheetCam, you can see right here, it's got under this parking. You go to parking, and then you can tell it where you want to park it. I want it to go right back to 0 after the job's done. So I have all zeros on there, and there was nothing on there when I first started. So anyway, I found that issue. So after you're done cutting, it'll go back to your 0 position. That's a big plus. Also, with it coming up and going down, if I get out of here, and I believe it's, maybe it's under job options. Yeah. Right here, it'll tell me what the material thickness is that I'm doing. The rapid speed clearance, I have it at 1/4 inch. Means it will come up 1/4 inch, move to the next position, then come back down again. And of course, my safety plunge is 197. And so anyway, that's how you do it to get it, to come up, travel to the next job, and then come down. Okay? And now we'll come back to here and we will start the cycle through. Now I don't have the plasma cutter cutting yet, the table. It's just going through the motions. I am ordering the HTP plasma cutter 875 SC V2, which I'll be ordering here in the next couple of days because they ran out of them. But anyway, it seems to have good reviews on Villa's YouTube, as well as the guy that sells the Delusional Design plasma cutter tables. This is not a Delusional Design plasma cutter table. It's just one I picked up that a guy got and got frustrated with it. That's my a Bob board, or the main control board. He got frustrated with it, couldn't get it working right. The guy that manufactures these, I think they're called Firebird. They're the guy's, he doesn't do anything for you. I asked him questions. I don't know. That was his answer. Pretty much didn't do much for me. So just a thought, if you ever come across this as brand new, don't buy it. It's slow. It doesn't do near as nice a job as Delusional Designs does. I would not invest in that guy's tables. Plus, he doesn't back up his stuff. He doesn't really know what's going on. I'm trying to hook up a torch height controller onto this, and he didn't even know anything about it, and he sold that type torch height controller. I think I got it figured out, but we'll see. Anyway, I don't want this video to take forever, so I'm going to go ahead and press cycle start, and it will start the plasma cutter running table. And that, like I said, this is just simulating it. I did do it with magic marker, but the board's not absolutely flat, so. But you can see how it's lifting up, transferring over to the next cut. It moves okay, but it's not as good as Delusional Designs. I mean, that guy table flies compared to this thing. And I'm not trying to give him kudos, but I wish I would have just went ahead and bought his machine rather than taking a chance on this, but I did get it for half price. And I think it'll still do what I need to do. I can't wait to get the plasma cutter and the torch height controller set up. I also want to put a floating head on here, which I got to figure that out. But I did a lot of research, and it was between the HTP Plasma 875 SC or the PowerMax Hypotherm. PowerMax Hypotherm's really good unit. It's got some definite pluses on it, but the price is like a lot more. I can get the Delusional Design, or I'm sorry, the HTP 875, which is a 55 amp. It'll run 45 amps all day long, so it can cut up to a ½ inch all day long, 100% duty cycle. Not that I'm going to be cutting ½ inch, or at least I don't think so, but if I need to, I know that the machine can do it. I get that machine plus the straight torch that goes onto the plasma table, and it comes with a pigtail for the CNC connection, which is the round. There's a round piece in the back of the plasma cutter that gives it direct connection to a CNC table. Also, I'll get an extra set of disposables kit for it, so I'll have some disposables tips around, and all of that for $21.50, I think it was, or pretty close to that. Where if I were to do that with the PowerMax, it'd be, I think, $3,500 or more. It's just really expensive. I don't understand why the machine is as expensive as it is, because they're really not that complicated. But they are the best out there, I guess. But this Delusional Design manufacturer guy, George, I think his name is. Anyway, he said that he likes the HTP better. And I don't need the HTP to do all sorts of things. I got these Chinese brands that I'm going to use. I can use for daily cutting by hand. I just want this for this table, and pretty much that's it. So I'm hoping it all works out, but when I get it all together, I'll set it up and do another video and post that. Some of the things I'd like to tell some people here, just so they know, in the future, these bob boards, Chinese jobs, a lot of people have them, but there's very little information on them. This one in particular is set up. One of the things that I come to find out is when you hook your torch up, you hook it in these two top slots right here. Then I believe the Chroma torch height controller goes to these three, not the first two, but the next three, and the ground, in order to put the torch height controller on there. I'm still going to figure out, I'm thinking maybe this second one down I would come off of in order to put the floating head on for the switch to cause it to go up and down. But I'm not positive. I still got to work that out. So if I get that all worked out, I'll do a video just on this bob board, because I'm sure a lot of you have them out there, and there's really nothing out there to help you understand it. So that's pretty much it. It's going through the outside now, cut, I believe. Sorry about the video, because I'm holding this camera, and I'm trying to do everything at the same time. Kind of hard to do. Yeah, now it's going back to home. So it went through all its cuts. And after the job's done, it goes right back to home by itself. Boom, sets itself, it's done. So you're ready for your next job. You pull that sheet out, put your next one in, and go to town. Okay, so that's it. I got the NEMA 20s on here, 23s, NEMA 23s on here. But yeah, I don't really like this setup. It's slow. I try to speed it up, but I can't seem to get it to go faster. Thought about maybe doing some other things to make it go faster by redoing the whole table, but I'm not going to do that until I start making money on it. So I guess that's it. I hope you enjoy the video. If you do, great. If not, oh well. I just hope it helps somebody out there that's trying to figure how to use this stuff. Because I know I had a lot of hard times. I've had some real positive experiences with individuals trying to help me out, but there's limited information for these bob boards because they're Chinese and on eBay, and they don't give you squat. But they seem to work good. I can't give them that. I can't give them any negatives about it because it works good. Anyway, so that's it. Oh, and I also used Inkscape. Here, let me go down to Inkscape. And that's the Inkscape. That's where I made the graphic. Yeah, it's a good program. I've heard some negative things about it, but no, so far I like it. And I normally save it now. I used to save it in DFX files, but now I save them in... well, I'll show you. I save it in a SVG file. And the reason why I save it to that, I'll show you that. If you go into, well, let me get out of here and I'll show you. No. All right, I'm going to open up Sheet Cam thing. And if I go over here now, mine's a little different. I got the developer one. You can get the other one where it has the P up in the top. I decided on this one because it seemed to work better for me. But anyway, when you go to load a file in, you hit File. Then you come down here to Import Drawing. That allows you to do the SVG. Then I do Bob's Weld Shop. Well, here I'll do iRobot. It's a little stupid program I wrote. And then you open it up, one-to-one, boom, and you're good to go. It's on there. So I know it's corny, but hey, it was fun making it. And up here, if you go up here to this, it opens it up to the whole sheet. And if you go here, yeah, that's the whole sheet. And if you go over here, it opens it up to your job. So I hope this is informative and I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, you can put a like. I'm not trying to make money off of YouTube. I'm just trying to put it out there and hope it benefits someone. I know they're lengthy, sorry, but okay. Well, enjoy. Again, I hope you enjoyed it.